Well, I thought the first quarter we played well and moved the basketball and knocked down some shots. I thought Lexi Gordon did a great job of getting us off to a good start, and we needed that, and we talked about that. The second quarter, we ran into a little bit of our offense got stagnant. I think they turned up the pressure a little bit, and we had a hard time getting into our offense and just moving the basketball. It was difficult for us to find mismatches. And they got, again, they knocked it down from the three. I mean, they do a really nice job of making shots from the 3-point line. And that really was the difference. I mean, we lose by a possession on every quarter except for the second one. And we've just, we got to find a way to keep battling. I'm really proud of our kids. I thought they battled the entire time, and they didn't hold their head down. They didn't duck their head. They didn't quit fighting. They continued to play together and made it a game. Well, we were trying to get a little bit of a mismatch because they were switching picks, and I felt like we did that some, but we did get to their realm a little bit more. We pushed it in transition a little bit more because we were able to rebound the basketball. If we can rebound the basketball on the defensive end, we can get out and go a little bit better. And because we were getting stops, that allowed us to get in transition a little bit easier. I thought that they did. I thought we had some kids step up and that knock down some shots, and it's going to help take the pressure off a little bit. I feel like, when there's so much attention on Vivian, it does open some others up. And I thought today our other kids, they found them. They found them. They found some buckets they could knock down, and we just continued to be aggressive. Well, it's frustrating for our players. I mean, because they're not getting the success that they deserve, and for really sometimes 37 minutes, right? I mean, 37 minutes, it's 35 minutes here that they're just playing their tails off, and I don't know if it's depth, I don't know if it's fatigue, I don't know what it is, but we do have multiple dry spells, whether it be offensively or defensively, you can't get a stop. But I love the fact that they fight. I mean, they're not waving a white flag at all. They're battling. I think that I'm really, really proud of just their mindset, because I think it could be easy to just kind of go through the motions. And I just feel like they're continuing to stay together. They're continuing to battle for one another. And, even when they might be outmanned in a situation, they're still trying to give it their best shot, and they're trying to find ways to combat maybe that discrepancy. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty pleased with where we're at. I mean, of course, I want to win, and I think that there's been some games that we could have won. But like even just seeing the development of our freshman post players, I mean, like you said, Hattie's starting to become more of a presence for a longer period of time. I thought Kyla came in and gave us some physicality in some areas that we needed, and I just think that if we can just continue to just battle and find ways. We've got to keep being creative in how we defend, because we just can't defend one way for an entire 40 minutes, because it's I don't know why necessarily, except that there are some really good players in this league, and you have to be able to show some doubles at them. You got to be able to just change some things up so they don't get comfortable. So I'm really proud of how much we're throwing at them that they're trying to execute for us. Well, this has been pretty consistent now. I mean, we play every Wednesday, Saturday. It's been that way this whole semester. But we've got to recover tomorrow, and then we've just got to go back and watch the film. The last time we played them, it's been a long time. Seems like that came down to the wire. They've won some big games, and we've won some since we last played them. So I just want us to see the bounce back. I think we've got to get our legs back under so we can shoot the ball better. We've got to be able to defend, and Oklahoma does pose some problems for us defensively, because they really run a 5-out more than anything. They've got such great shooters, and we've got to do a really good job of trying to combat that with maybe playing some bigger kids and trying to get some inside looks. So just trying to get our game plan together, and our kids get in the right mindset so that they're ready to go compete. That's a game that we need to go and really take the bull by the horns and step up to the challenge and try to win that thing on the road. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that that's an area that we can attack OU with. But on the flip side of that, we got to be able to defend them, and you can't really trade twos for threes, so we've got to figure out a fine balance with that. But I do think that our kids, our freshmen particularly, can be a force for them and can be an X factor, if you will. And they're just going to keep getting better, so just moving forward in every game, I just want to keep seeing great improvement from them.